and you have to be able to handle that opinion that other people have.
See, this is funny. Two Tuck Tuckerson says, do you see a redemption arc being possible for you? If so, what do you think has to happen? Here's the thing. For a redemption arc to happen, okay, someone had to have had fallen, okay? I was popular like over 10 years ago.
Here we go.
At a time when YouTube was into a certain kind of content.
Then I
basically became
the
whipping boy through memes and This Is How You Don't Play for a decade or more. But I still make content for an audience that likes me. There's a lot of idiots who don't like me, but that doesn't mean that I fell from grace. I never had the grace to begin with. I was never a virally popular person. That when you're talking about redemption arc, you look at someone who literally everyone is crapping on the internet, but they're not getting any positivity. They're not getting any kind of love. They're barely scraping by, and then all of a sudden something turns around for them, and now everyone likes them. How is that going to happen for me? The only way, again, that would happen is for me to completely change who I am. The kind of content I make, I'm literally never going to be popular. You understand? YouTube video consumption is not for the kind of content I put out. It's not. They want drama. They want crazy stunts. They want stupid behavior. They want, you know what I'm saying? They want clown jokes. They want dumb shit. That's what's popular on YouTube. Immature nonsense. I don't put out immature nonsense. So, unless I completely changed who I was on YouTube to buy into the drama, I would never blow up on YouTube. Therefore, a redemption arc isn't possible because I don't want to be redeemed by these idiots. I don't want fucking morons and clowns watching my content because I changed to be what they want to digest. I would rather make the meaningful content I like to make and I have enough support to keep making. You understand? That's the difference. That's what people don't understand. I can't believe he won't take the money or do this. You're right. You can't believe it because you have a closed mind and you don't understand that I'm happy doing what I do and being who I am. I don't have to answer to anyone. I don't have to change who I am to be happy because I already am. The people who have these redemption arcs, they're miserable people. Oh, I hate who I am. I'm stuck in a rut. I got to do the same thing. It's not me. It's literally not me. I love coming here to streams and making this content with you guys every single day. That's why I'm here. I wouldn't be here if I didn't enjoy it. I would find something else to do, or I would absolutely bank and capitalize on the drama and the shit. I don't want to. I like who I am. I like the meaningful content I'm putting out, the curated content for a certain audience. You understand? That's correct. Tuto Carlson says, I think Wings is now happy because he has a redemption arc. Wings literally sat on his streams every day saying he hated it. He hated his work. He hated his life. He was saying miserable things like this, that he was stuck in a rut doing things he didn't like. Now he likes what he's doing. Good for him. That's the redemption arc. Someone who was at the bottom and found a way to turn it around and now is on a positive momentum. That's called a redemption arc. There you go. I like what I do. So does my audience. Everyone else just needs to leave me the fuck alone and stop trying to change me into some corrupted individual I don't want to be. I'm happy being DarksydePhil, the guy who's a small-time rinky-dink guy who has content for a small audience, and we can have this personal interaction and a good time every day. You understand? That's what it's all about. There's very different, right? I'm not miserable. I'm not sad. I like who I am and what I'm doing. I want to stay that person. And being that person and that level of content will never blow up and be redeemed on YouTube because that's not what they want. They want to see me blow up in popularity for being a clown. I'm not ever going to be a clown. You understand? This is not going to happen. No one's making any valid points. Someone says, you have bubble guns and you wear costumes for money. And what am I doing when we're doing that silly stuff? We have a laugh, and then we move on to doing more gameplay, to having more meaningful conversation, right? You're not tuning into the DarksydePhil stream because you wanted to see me put on a cowboy hat. or because you wanted to see me shoot a bubble gun for 2 seconds. The people who are actually here for the content, the people who contribute to the content, are here for the content. Those things are nice. They're little frivolous things you could do that are nice, that add to it. It's a little bit of a celebration. It's a little silly. You know, sometimes you get a little silly to celebrate if someone's being nice to you, right? But that's not the end-all be-all of my content. You understand that? That's the difference, right? That's the big difference here. The point is, people can't see the truth because they don't want to, right? When you look at people who have hit their redemption arcs, it's because they hit their lowest lows. They hated who they were. They hated the content they were putting out. They didn't see a way out. And then somehow something turned around for them, right? But that's not me. I'm not, trust me, people want me to be miserable. People say all the time, oh, we believe that Phil hates his content, hates his audience, hates all this. It couldn't be further from the truth. But that's what they want. They want to believe that because they can't believe that someone like me is happy putting out small-time content. They can't believe it. What? Phil actually just wants to make this content for his small audience? Yes. Yes, I really do. That's actually, back in the day when I started on YouTube, that's what I was intending. That I would have a small audience who'd like this silly stuff that I was putting out. I never really took it that seriously. It was just kind of a silly, frivolous hobby, a joke. I never intended to become someone who did this for a living. I never intended to blow up on YouTube, you know what I mean? It just kind of happened, and then it kind of unhappened when people decided it was more funny to make fun of me and bring me down, right, than it was to actually be a part of the positivity of the content I was putting out. The people who say shit like that, oh, you know, Phil needs to be redeemed, they don't watch the content, nor do they want to. They would never just watch the content to understand the positivity we have here. They want to believe that I'm a miserable individual who hates his life and needs to be redeemed because it makes them feel better about themselves and the shit that they put out. They don't get it because they're not there. It's kind of like I say about my marriage, too. If you've never been happy and in a position where you're truly happy, you would never understand someone who's happy because you haven't had it. You maybe even believe it doesn't exist. There are people who cannot believe that I'm happy sitting here putting out this content for you every day. He's a liar. He's making it up. You know, oh, I have evidence that he hates his job and he hates his viewing audience. What are you talking about? Again, I have opportunity. I have so many opportunities to do other shit that people are offering me on a daily basis. Go do a podcast, do this kind of content, this show, join us for this. I don't want to do any of it. I just love who I am and what I'm doing now, and this is what I want. I want this to evolve into more things as I get older that I control. I am the master of my own destiny, nobody else. No one else is going to lock me into something that I can't control, and now that's when I would truly be miserable. If I gave up control of who I am, all right, in order to make money. That would essentially be the ultimate failure for me. And if you want to see DarksydePhil unhappy, that's when I would be unhappy. But being that I am the master of my destiny right now and no one can tell me what to do or what kind of content to put out, that's where it's at, man. And, you know, there's highs and lows. There's times of popularity and there's times of strife. And there's all kinds of stuff that happens and goes along hand in hand with that. But the fact that no matter what, I still am able to have fun with you guys on a daily basis. We're still able to love this kind of positive, non-destructive content. And that's a big key factor. What I'm making here on streams every day is not destructive to anyone. No one's being hurt by it. No one's being brought down, derided. No one's, you know what I mean? It's fun, positive content. That's what I strive to do for the rest of my life if I can. You understand? I just want to have fun and play games and interact and help people in some way every day and not have to hurt others to get ahead. But that's what people on the internet who think about these redemption arcs don't understand. They don't get that. Oh, how could he like who he is or what he's doing? He needs redemption. No, I don't. What I need is for you to leave me the fuck alone and mind your own business and move on. No one needs saving here. If anyone, you do. If you're so infatuated with me, you're the one with the fucking problem, not me. I'm doing all right. Okay. By the way, I'm just going to start banning people right now because I've had enough. I'm serious. I'm really tired of this bullshit.
Deuces.
Okay, here we go. Here's another one. I'm just going to ban like 10 people. Want to know why? Because they're scumbags. They're sitting here, all right, and here I am talking about all kinds of topics, and all they're doing is harassing Jinx in the chat for being supportive this week. So fuck all of you, and you're all getting banned right now because I know you're just fucking sitting here to try to ruin things for everyone. You're assholes, okay? So there's 4. Here's 5. Let's keep going. Here's 6. Here's 7.
Do I hear 8? Do we hear 8, Phil?
I'm just going to keep going.
It's a lot. It's a lot of people.
Because I've had enough of your shit. I laid down the law last week. It's like you guys are fucking deaf or something. No, I'm not going to put up with your fucking bullshit. You're going to come in here. You're going to harass other people. You're going to be stupid and talk only about, like, fuck you.
I'm so tired of the toxicity, Phil. Come on. Can't we be positive for once?
So I got like 8 people. Should I keep going? Should I literally just ban every person? Oh, here's another one. That's 9.
Phil.
Okay, let's keep going. Because, you notice I mentioned it, and I moved on. I'm on other topics. And then I look back, and here's all these fucking... support, jinx, support, jinx, support, jinx, 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 fuck you. I've had enough of your shit. I'm really done with this shit. It's to the point where, like, every day I'm just going to come in, I'm going to look for these fucking new sock accounts and just wipe them out. I had enough.
Phil, your advertisers aren't going to like this
There's another
talk.
one.
Phil,
and here's another one. Where'd all these generic accounts come from? I'm serious. I just banned like 14 of them. They've only been here for like a week. It's like they sit in the fucking wings. They literally sit here in the wings waiting.
Wings?
For moments like this.
Don't bring
and then they fucking all come out together. There's like 14, 15 of them. Well, I just got rid of like 14, 15 of them.
14?
There. Now half the chat's empty because I got rid of all the fucking idiots.
They're going to do that to him in like 2 months.
There's another one. You see what I mean? What it is it's this one. Here's the truth. It's not a lot of people. I want you guys to understand that. There's an element in my chat. It's about 15 to 20 idiots. Yes. And they've been here for years. And what it is they always come in with a new account. So they act like idiots, right? They get banned. Then they come back and they act nice. And they do it for a few weeks and now everyone knows who they are. And then they start acting like assholes again. And then they get banned again. And then it was like, oh my God, I can't believe that person got banned. Because it's the same group of people. It's like the same dozen people doing it. So they all, oh my God, I can't believe my buddy got banned. But then they're all gone, and then they all come back again with more sock accounts. It's the same fucking people over and over and over. And it's ridiculous that they try to toxify these streams. I'm not going to allow it. I'm putting down my fucking foot on these fucking stupid bugs that are underneath our feet. I'm tired of this shit.
That's toxic. No, this is because of the YouTube thing. I know it. I know this is because of the YouTube thing. I should be able
to mention the fact, that is a fact, that we've had a significant streak of awesome support and progress and awesome fun here on the streams in the last week and a half. And I shouldn't have to have them people start harassing one of the major people who's been supporting. Right? What a bunch of fucking idiots. Like, what did you think was going to happen? I was going to be happy? There's fucking, again, these people have no brains in their fucking heads. It's like a bunch of vacuous, sucking black holes where their brains should be. How do they function? Who wipes their ass for them after they shit? Because it ain't them. Let me tell you, they probably got giant crusty things growing in their bungholes. But anyway, let's get back to what I was talking about. Food! You guys have given an amazing amount of support this week. I really, really, really appreciate you guys supporting the content as much as you have. There's no telling if our streak of support will continue. If it doesn't, thank you for a great week. It's fine. We don't need to sit here and talk about it constantly. I literally already banned over a dozen people sitting in here talking about support and jinx and all that shit, and I'm not putting up with it. I'm not putting up with these trolls coming in with their dummy ass accounts. I'm just going to wipe them out every time I see them, all right? Understand it's not what the stream is about, but let's get to shout outs. Let's see how things go today, okay? Okay, here we go. We start off today with Sticky Whizzle Teats. Oh, excuse me. Stinky Whizzle Teats. I forgot there was a stinky, not sticky. Oh. Do you want to know what else I agree with? Having the fucking cast cross over to make you think it's the same movie. It has the same Margot Robbie Harley Quinn, right? Even though the character is different in the new movie, you think it's the same character, right? They had Captain Boomerang return for all of 5 fucking minutes, the same actor, right? It's like, why did they do that? If you really wanted to say, okay, this is a new Suicide Squad movie. It's got James Gunn behind it, so it's going to have that Guardians of the Galaxy vibe. You know, give it another shot. Even if you didn't like the 2016 one, give this new one a shot. Great. Then what you should do is not fucking have the same cast in it. Make it completely fresh from the beginning, so everyone knows this is a brand new movie with new stuff. It was such confusion around this movie. Is this a sequel? Or is it a redo of the same movie from 2016? If it has the same cast, did you just refilm a new movie? It's the same. And then, just like you said, it was both on demand at home on HBO Max during the pandemic, but also there was theaters, but no one was going to the theater at the time. It was just ultra confusing.
Oh, is he?
The guy played by Idris Elba. I forgot his name. This is the other thing.
Oh.
The characters played by Will Smith and Idris Elba are identical, even though they're not the same characters in the DC universe. Right? They're fucking identical.
Shot death.
It's Deadshot, Deathshot, Deadshot. It's not Deathstroke. It's Deadshot.
Oh, I'm losing brain cells by the second here. So
they really fucked up. If they were going to do a Suicide Squad movie and they wanted to separate themselves from the previous one, they absolutely, positively needed to have a whole new cast and a whole new plot and a whole new everything. It was stupid. It didn't make any sense the way they did it. And that's why no one saw it. So, anyway, I don't exactly know how that works. But, yeah, I just don't have much interest in it. Now, you're talking about eFootball. That sounds to me like you said is a free, a more indie-style game. Again, I don't know much about it, so I don't really think people would be too invested or too interested in me jumping into a football game and playing it on late streams when I don't know what the hell I'm doing and I'm not really caring about the sport, right? 15 years of my life have been shared with you guys publicly on the internet. So, prolific is right. Now, successful depends on what you measure levels of success, okay? Do I have a following? Yes, I do. Is this following positive? Some are, some are not. A lot of toxic, because the internet is a toxic, fucked up place. But I do have a positive following of people as well. Do I make a living doing it? Yes, I do. I'm allowed to make a living doing it, which is nice to do what you love and also be able to make a living doing it. A lot of people can't say that they do that. But am I popular? Am I exploding with YouTube algorithmic success? No. And a lot of that is due to me and my choices because I don't want to be. I know that in order to hit it big on YouTube, I would have to change the kind of person and content that I make, or the kind of person I am and the content that I make. I would have to essentially sell out to people who want toxic content, which I refuse to make. I don't want to sit here and make that kind of stuff. So because I choose to make curated style content for a certain audience, I have purposefully limited myself to be in a certain level of content creation. I absolutely positively could get more popular if I chose to change. But it would, in my mind, it would be changing for the worse. And I don't want to change for the worse. I want to continue to make what I feel is meaningful and positive content for the people who like that style of content, because that's who I want to be in my life. I don't want to degrade myself and change in order to become popular and be more successful. So, again, am I successful? Well, I make a living doing it. I am technically a professional content creator. But am I blowing up with popularity? Am I getting tons of notoriety? No. I'm staying small time on purpose because I don't want to have to contort, distort, corrupt, change, mutate what I do in order to get personal gain.
On purpose.
So there you go.
On purpose.
I received another tip. Let's see here. Wait.
Is he serious?
Oh, but you see my point? Is it seems like a lot of the times with these open world games, it's quantity over quality. They don't understand that just throwing content into a game doesn't make it meaningful. You need meaningful content, or else you're just adding hours onto a game experience that aren't necessarily fun. And I think that's the problem, is that's what the open world games have done. They task these different teams. You're the open world team. Put a bunch of side content out in the world. You're the story team, you work on the story. You're the combat team, you work on it. But they don't have someone to sit down and coherently put it together so it all feels balanced and meaningful. Instead, you've got a story that's good and everything extra is just time waster. You know? This happens in a lot of these games. I mean, holy shit, was Assassin's Creed Valhalla bloated. Bloated to shit with side content that didn't mean anything. So, yeah. Oh. I didn't even realize. I seriously didn't even realize. So if we're going to do Ask the King this month.
What?
Shit.
What?
Next week? Man, I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't know how I feel about that. Because we're trying to make a big push to get into Zelda and Star Wars this week. I really don't want to take another major stream away.
Forgot?
At this point. I'm almost feeling like we should delay Ask the King. and do it in June, like late June. I think that makes more sense. At this point, we're in a time crunch, right?
You have so much going on. You forgot about your normal shit, dude.
We should. I think maybe we should do Ask the King in late June and push it a month, right? Because right now, we've basically got 2 weeks left to try to get as far in Zelda and Star Wars, to try to finish Final Fantasy V and Oblivion, and maybe wedge Elden Ring back in there. But we've got to get as far as possible, so when Street Fighter 6 comes out, that could be my focus. How am I can't keep taking streams away from gaming. Tomorrow I got my React event, right? Sunday, we got the Fightin' Feast. It's like, every week I'm taking multiple days away from the gameplay streams. I can't keep doing this. So I think we do need to change Ask the King. You know, I do believe we need to have this be pushed about at least a month. I think what we'll say is, tentatively, let's now have Ask the King be in late June. We'll see how that goes. If we need to move it again, but at this point, guys, were you even thinking about Ask the King? Like, I wasn't. I forgot all about it. I didn't even realize it was supposed to be the end of this month, right? I feel like with the focus we've got on the games and everything, we're doing all right. That we don't need to really do an Ask the King right now either, right?
Wait, this is for his Patreon?
Old movies or movies that have been out for more than a year. Yes, except that the problem there is time. That's really the problem. I get 1 day off a week from streaming. That 1 day off, I have to run around doing errands. A lot of the times we have all of our appointments. This last week, for example, literally our entire day out, we were so booked. We had to do a million things in 1 day. There wasn't a moment to ourselves. We've wanted to see the Super Mario movie. We can't. We just haven't had opportunity. We don't have time to go make an appointment to go fucking spend hours and hours going to see a movie on our day off when we have so many other things to do on that day.
Really? You don't have time to see a movie, Phil?
So that's why. Sorry, it's not viable. I'm not a giant YouTuber who I could take a day off from streaming and uploading to go watch a movie, come home, do the movie review, and the movie review gets 500,000 views, and I make thousands of dollars on it. I can't do that. I have to be here and work like everyone else. It's like a day away from my job means I don't get paid. So if I take a day off to go watch Super Mario movie, and I come back and I put out a review that gets 1,000 views and I make $2 on it, that's probably a bad decision. Okay? I'm just saying.
Why do you need a whole day? What about when you, like, jerked off on camera?
Sweet says, why do you humor discussing names that tip you? Because I think people are just trying to get a rise, or they're trying to get attention. But if you notice, their messages are normal. It's just that, oh, let's have Phil say something stupid, and everyone says, haha, and then you move on. I'd much rather have people be normal, have a stupid name, than ask a really stupid drama question. Because I'm just going to skip the drama questions. Like I said, there was a couple tips this morning that were flat-out drama questions. So I just ignored them. And then I get another follow-up tip. Oh, why aren't you reading my tips? Probably because you asked dumb drama questions, and I'm going to ignore them then. Right? So, there you go. One to me, $1.25 says, I remember when you had your brown chair. If you hit a certain level, you would do a chair spin. I miss when you did that. Well, that was certainly a different kind of chair. It was a piece of crap, by the way, and it ended up breaking down because of that, too. That's what I mean. Those silly little things, right? Oh, Phil hit a support goal, so he spun in his chair for, like, 20 seconds. Phil hit a support goal. He puts on a hat, or he puts on a pair of glasses. Oh, you see, you're a clown. How?
You are a clown.
Is this the focus of the stream? No, it's not.
Yes.
What are you talking about? But again, they have to justify. They can't believe that someone like me could be happy and successful. They can't stand it. But wait, you didn't degrade yourself. You didn't act like an asshole. You didn't completely sell out. You didn't do this. You didn't do the things everyone else is doing. How is that possible? Want to know why? Because I fucking ignored you. That's why. Because I ignored you and your shit. And your shitty way of living. And your shitty lack of morality and philosophy. There you go.
Is this how you ignore things, Phil?
Okay.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Nice job ignoring it, Phil. You showed
I look like a native Oklahoman in a hat, I'm being told. That's interesting.
No, you look like a clown, Phil.
All right. My friends, I think it is time to adjourn our show for today.
Hey, Phil. Funny to mess around with Phil Burnell, right? Oh, it's real funny to do these horrible things to him because it's just a joke. No, it's not a joke. It's my life.
Not Phil Burnell, Shill Burnell.
Phil Burnell.
The reason we do it is because Phil begs. Wrong. The reason they do it is because they want to see me suffer.
That's right.
Why did Tractor say you're a pig roach? You don't look like a pig or a roach. I don't know. I don't know what that means. That's one of their memes. I don't actually know what it means at all. Piggy Smalls took me $1, says, own the premium like others. Pigs rise up. Oh my god, here we go again. Another stupid meme. Another stupid meme that means nothing.